confidence against ASU.
Well, they certainly should have gained confidence. Anytime you can go on the road and win a game, it does a couple things for you. It brings you together as a team and it ups that confidence level, especially against a good team like Arizona State.
This is Christian Hammond driving it against Lake. That figures to be a good battle. Little jump hook by Hammond. You talk about his mid-range game. He can score all three levels.
There's some great individual battles going on this floor.
Brenton Napper, the fifth-year senior, defending Josiah Lake. Now Des White picked up on the hard hedge by Bukky Oboye. Jorge Diaz-Graham making his fourth consecutive start. Lake turns the corner, gets into the lane, mid-range shot for Josiah Lake.
How about that? Two of the star players go right to that mid-range game. But the defensive intensity, you can see it's already there by both of these teams.
Hammond, they swing it around. Jake Insminger for three, and he cans it. Insminger 29% on threes, but he hits that one.
Santa Clara is one of those teams that play with a tremendous amount of freedom and confidence on the offensive end of the floor.
And they got a couple of veterans in the backcourt. Insminger in his 77th career game, his 32nd start. Brenton Napper, his 99th game, his 30th start. Though I will mention both teams lost all 5 starters from last year.
Which is an excellent job of recruiting and reloading and coaching, because these teams are playing excellent basketball right now.
Turnaround shot by Yak, and he hits it. That's the kind of confidence Wayne Tanker wants him to play with.
Both of these teams are very aggressive man-to-man, and they need to be, because they both shoot the three-point shot. But Santa Clara shoots it a little bit more and maybe a little bit better. So I think a big key to this game is Oregon State's ability to take away that three-point shot, take it out of their arsenal, and make Santa Clara a driving basketball team, not a standstill three-point shooting team.
Insminger has hit 2. They're third in the WCC in three-point makes per game, 9.4. But first in three-point attempts. They average 33 pointers per game. Santa Clara does. Jorge Diaz-Graham, his first three, long all the way and caught out of the air by Insminger. Here's Hammond. Christian Hammond puts it up for 3. He's been red hot from outside. That one misses. It's 8-4 Broncos. And Oboye commits the first foul on either team in this game.
You know, you can already, I think so. Santa Clara is one of those teams that they want to shoot within 10 seconds if they have the ability to do that. Oregon State's going to run off of misses, so you're going to see opportunities for both of these teams to get up and down.
White puts it up for 3. Des White's three-pointer doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Mahi. And here come the Broncos with an 8-4 lead. Insminger picked up by Jorge Diaz-Graham. Mahi drives it against C. Wayne Tanker pointing out that we had good defense out of C in this one. He fell down, and Mahi tried to pass out of it. 4 to shoot. Mahi defended by White. Shot clock violation.
Excellent defense that time by Oregon State. They almost picked up a cheap one that they didn't have to do there. But, you know, the way Santa Clara shoots the ball, you have really, really got to pay attention to detail. And the other thing they do well is rebound the ball well. They're #1 in the conference offensive rebounding, 7th in the nation at offensive rebounding. So attention to detail on shot pressure, taking away the 3, and getting them off the boards will be huge.
Yeah, almost 15 offensive rebounds a game for the Broncos. Now, they shoot a lot of threes. They make a lot of threes, but their percentage isn't great. 31.3, dead last in the WCC. Lake's 3 rattles out. Rebound to Oboye. Mahi to Napper, and here come the Broncos.
You talk about being dead last in the WCC. That's where that offensive rebounding comes in. They know they're not going to make them all, so they really, you're shooting the 3, you're going to get a lot of long rebounds, but there are a lot of open rebounding lanes to run them down. That's why, again, the attention to detail for Oregon State's going to be huge, not only to block out, but pick up those 50-50 balls.
Insminger, another three-pointer. This one doesn't go. He's 2 for 4 on the rebound. Lake is fouled. Earlier, Hammond, an 80%er, makes them both. Kazakisi, native of France, the freshman in the game for Oregon State at the controls right now. Des White, after Hammond went for the steal.
pick you up full court, and they shoot the lane on all passes. They're making the game extremely difficult for Oregon State to run offense right now.
Oregon State turns it over for the 5th time. Darlin hangs in the air, won't go.
And all those things that take place in college basketball, the continuity of it is a little bit off right now for coaches and players, I think.
2 other G League players given the right to play in college. They'll start their careers next year after redshirting this year. Turnaround shot by White. Wild shot doesn't go. Good defense again by the Broncos. They have a 14-point lead. 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. And a traveling violation on Darlin.
Get you off the glass. And once again, any turnover, they are out in transition.
White is out. C is back in. Kesey, Isaiah C's best friend from France.
All of that defense starts with picking up full court. They start to pressure 90 feet from the basket, and it doesn't continue. It continues, I should say, in the half court. Outstanding pressure on the ball.
C's 3 doesn't go. Rebound to Lavi-Suatella. Could have gone right back up. Passes back out to Kesey. He cans a 3. Beavers' 3rd of the game.
Could have went right back up, but the best time to get a 3-point shooter is after an offensive rebound, to kick out and find that shooter wide open.
Mahi puts it up for 3. Rebound Johan Munch. Munch's 2nd game back after missing a couple with an illness. Kesey missed 6 games with an illness. That's his 4th game back. Gets it inside to Suatella. Backing down Ensminger. Follow-away shot doesn't go for Kesey. You get the feeling that the Beavers are playing 5-on-6 on that end of the floor.
Well, they're forcing them into some tough shots because their pressure is so good. So offensively, Oregon State just needs to settle down. I think run a few more ball screens and pocket pass the big slipping and let him be the passer.
That doesn't go for Brenton Napper. 0 for 13. His last 13 3-point attempts with a putback by Bukky Oboye.
He got the putback, but Mahi caused all that. Again, you've got a big guard running from the 3-point line to offensive rebound. If you don't pay attention to detail and get a body on him, he opened up for that easy rebound putback.
Oregon State without any fast break points in this one. Broncos gave up 30 fast break points to New Mexico, 24 to Utah Tech.
Everything is shooting under pressure. They haven't had a lot of wide open looks. There's a hand up on every single shot.
On Lavi-Suatella. So they have Suatella with 2 fouls. Oboye Diaz-Graham back in the game for Oregon State. Oboye for 3. That rattles out. Been a long time since he's hit one. Kesey driving it in deep, kick it back outside. His buddy C for 3. And the weak side board pulled down by Darlin.
Probably needed one more swing on that one to get a wide open shot versus a shot with 2 guys flying at you.
Darlin with Diaz-Graham's hand in his face.
Gotta
Rebound
run.
C.
This is what I think Oregon State needs to do. Get out and run in transition more.
Oh, that ball blocked from behind.
Try to get down the floor before Santa Clara sets up that half-court defense or picks up the full-court pressure.
Wayne Tinkle thought they'd be able to capitalize on that today, but they have Hammond. Rolls out.
Itself yet with his team in the first half. It's important they get back and get back on track to play the way they're capable of playing.
How often did you kick a chair in the locker room at halftime?
Not too often kicking a chair. Threw a water bottle or 2, but not too many kicking the chairs. My knees couldn't take that.
Des White 3-pointer, and he hits it. Oregon State off to a good start. White has hit at least 1 3 in every game this year.
And I think it's important. Oregon State needs to get up in pressure too. They should pick up full court. They should turn the tide and put that pressure on Santa Clara, because we've seen in ball games.
Oboye from Hammond. Great ball movement again by Santa Clara.
You've seen in some games where that Arizona State down big and Arizona State came back against them. So, I don't know if you can overcome a 33-point lead, but you certainly got to be able to come back and get back to playing your style of basketball.
When Santa Clara gets double teamed, they've been able to find the open man. Oregon State has not.
You know, I think they've got it figured out. They are really, really pressuring Oregon State's guards, which is why you got to pick them up full court, do some things differently to try to disrupt their flow offensively. They had too much freedom to score at ease in that first half.
Lob inside. Oboye for the jam. Another great pass by Hammond after Munch came out to hedge the screen. Read that one well.
Well, he read it well, but they just didn't pressure the ball enough. You cannot have a passer be able to have that kind of freedom to feed a big on a roll.
So tell it back out to White. Pick up quickly by Hammond. They just close out quicker. Lake turns the corner. And skips it over to White, who puts it up over Hammond and hits a three. His second of the half.
And I think, again, they need to pick up full court. They need to kind of turn the tide with the pressure in the game and put that pressure. That's too easy to get over a screen and get to a bucket.
Tickle says he really competes.
Well, they can eat him in this game because they've not competed very well. And they need to turn the tide. And sometimes you can do that with a player or two, just upping their intensity in the game.
There's Josiah Lake. 9 first half points. Low on 8 with the left hand, doesn't go. Rebound, Munch puts it up and in.
Need more of that.
First points. Edsminger hit a couple of threes early, back outside to Napper. The slow and go, off the glass and good.
You know, again, Santa Clara is too comfortable on offense right now, whereas Oregon State, they make the game a lot tougher for Oregon State at the defensive end of the floor. Oregon State needs to up their intensity and put Santa Clara in some situations where they don't play as free and as comfortable, because they can really score.
In practice, competes his tail off. He last played 3 minutes against Sam Houston on December the 7th. This is just his 4th game this year, December 17th, in fact.
I'm just, again, it's just amazing to me, a team that you know is going to live and die by the three. The guys stand and let them pull them right in the face instead of putting that pressure on them and taking away the three-point shot.
Bukky Oboye playing with 4 fouls for the Broncos. Mojica.
Well, they had him on the run for a minute there. They had cut this thing down to 22 with a chance to get it under 20, and I'm looking at the clock thinking, to get it under 20, get it under 15 with about 10 to go, but they've let Santa Clara kind of get comfortable again.
Santa Clara led Arizona State by 19 with 18 minutes left back on December 13th. A follow away by Mahi, Elijah Mahi. A couple of buckets here to turn the tide again. And how about Josiah Lake?